Hello and welcome back. Was a bit close. It's the first day of spring. Yay! I am a bit behind in vlogs. I feel like I've not been here for a while, just purely because it's been a little bit hectic. I mean, there's things that I'm thinking, oh, I'd love to vlog that. For example, I went off to Wales last week to take Oak, and I think, oh, it'd be great for everyone to see that side of the business, like something a little bit different. But in reality, it's not that exciting. I get in the car, I drive for 4.5 hours, I take the dog, they have a meeting, hopefully, and then I go home and then I do the same again. It actually wasn't as straightforward as what it could have been. I wonder if I can, oh, nah, we'll just say this. It wasn't as straightforward as what it could have been or should have been because of my dog. She is very obsessed with me. So one of my stud dogs, Thor, he's a bit like that. I can't do his stud dates. Chris has to do them because he's just obsessed with me, and it turns out so is Oak. I did her mating the last time, but for whatever reason she just wasn't having any of it this time. So I drove 4.5 hours down, couldn't get it, stayed at my nan's an hour and a half away, went back, still couldn't get it, and then phoned Chris and he was like, I wonder if it's because she's obsessed with you. And I said, maybe, why don't you try? Then he drove 4.5 hours down and got it within 10 minutes. So yeah, bit of a different sort of side to the business, but probably not something that you necessarily want to see, which is a shame, because I always feel like it's interesting to see like how these businesses are run, because they're quite unique, and everyone that's probably comes here to watch the shooting and the field sports and the training would probably be intrigued as to our day-to-day run of the business, but it's not that exciting to actually watch. So that was the lowdown of it. What else has been happening? Oh, my neck's really sore doing this. I wonder if I can just, I'll take a pew. I'm actually wanting to show you just a little quick sort of, not a haul, but a go through of my current Holland Cooper go-tos. As you may know, it's my favourite brand. I love it for multiple reasons. I love that it's practical and warm and comfortable and designed for country use, but also there's the flip side, and you've got that elegant, classy, sort of out, as my dad would call it, vibe as well. So I quite like that the brand does everything. I've mentioned it before. And recently we've had 2 different types of weather: glorious sunshine, but also in the morning it's freezing cold, and in the evening it's freezing cold. So just quickly, I'm going to show you guys. I've probably mentioned this before, my go-to coat, which I don't think they do anymore. I think I have showed you. It's the Expedition Parker. This is it. It is dirty at the moment because obviously this is my life. I washed it after the shooting season, but I wear it every day. Zipper's now bust on it, but it doesn't matter. I just button it up. What I love about it is that when you're on the grouse moor, first of all, really deep pockets here and here. Here for your phone and your car keys, because again, when you're on the grouse moor or on a shoot day in general, you do not want to lose your car keys or your phone. So that's what I like to use them for. It doesn't get in the way of the bag, because if you're anything like me, you put them in one pocket and you've got nations of pockets. You can be like, oh my god, where are my keys, where's my phone, I've lost them, I've dropped them. You don't need that panic. I've done it I probably do it at least twice a season, but I try and put everything in these pockets now because they're quite deep. So they don't get in the way, they don't sort of sit underneath your strap of your game bag or your carrier. So yeah, love these. But the best thing is, and why I got this coat in the first place, was this part. On the grouse moor, when you sat out for an hour waiting for the drive to come in, you've got your really thick warm coat. When you're picking up and the drive's finished and your dogs are sweeping and you're working and walking through thick heather and boggy ground, and you get tired and you get warm and your dogs are hunting, you've got this to wear. But the thing I actually wanted to show you guys was this though. So this actually comes with the coat. It zips into the coat. So if you buy this coat, you get this gilet with it, and it sort of sits inside. You can zip it in. There's like a little bit here that you can zip it into, so there's the main zip, and then there's the gilet zip here, so it gets even thicker if you need it even thicker. I haven't had this in though for a while, to be fair, so I wear it separately. And these are my two go-to items at the minute. With the glorious sunshine but still the frost in the morning, this is my morning gilet and evening gilet that comes with that coat. And then I also bought recently, me and Chris, they do his and hers, we've got his and hers gilets. Oh, I'm gonna have to flip this round because of the branding, but just think they're so nice. If you have similar fashion lifestyle to me, you'll love this. It's very smart. And I was worried as well about, obviously with what I do get grubby very quickly, but I must say I actually haven't, and I don't understand how, because I definitely do. Like, I thought it'd be marked, I thought it would show up really easily, but it hasn't. So these are my go-tos at the moment. Obviously this coat with this, I don't know if you can get it anymore. I bought that, I've had this for 2 seasons, so maybe 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago now, but I wear it all the time. So I don't know if you can get it. Sometimes they do pop it up in like the outlet or in like a clearance, and you can get it cheaper. But yeah, wanted to show you these. So yeah, they were my go-to spring editions. Days like this, I swear I spend all day putting beds in and out of kennels, because everyone loves the sunshine, and even though they've got dog beds outside, they just want to drag them into wherever the sun is. It drives me mad. It's all I do all day. Isn't it? You have dog beds? Yes. Yes. Tell them, Ada. It's very naughty. Get down. Get down. Tell them. Tell them how you're naughty. Tell them. Say, I'm naughty. Naughty dog. Alka, shush. Yeah, these beds just end up everywhere. Because it's just never good enough. It's never bloody good enough. Is it? Go on, in your bed. Aiden. Aiden, in your bed. Naughty dogs. Got the boys in the pen as well, so this is what I was meaning. We have this, I'm very excited, we have this outdoor bit for the pups, and then obviously they've got the inside and the outside, and I thought, oh well, I'll pop the boys in today and then swap them at lunchtime. I need to feed my birds. Oh, actually, look at this. Some of my bulbs are now coming through. Look at that. I've got one here as well. I'm intrigued by this one. It's very different. I literally just bought a mix of bulbs. I believe that's probably a weed. These are old hydrangeas, I think, that I've snipped off. So we've got our daffodils come out, which is nice. These I didn't plant. And then we have these that I did plant. Obviously, they're in a planter. This and this. And this, no, this one must have been a plant that I bought, and then these are the bulbs that I planted. That one looks quite similar to the one over there. But yeah, they're all coming out, and then I've got, someone's dragged bed out, so, yeah, these ones are coming through. That must be the only one in there. Bed file. Oh, look at this one. This one's looking good. I don't know what any of these are. Just literally, we took Alka to a garden centre and I picked up a handful of bulbs. Like there was like 20, I think I got like 20 for like £16 or something like that, and I just picked up different ones. Don't even know what they are. Excited to see what happens. I don't know what these are. I'm not sure where I've got them from, and these are obviously dead. We had tea out the other night, out in our little spot in the kennels, and knocked the candle over, which is really annoying. I want that off. It doesn't look very good. But yeah, anyway, today's just going to be a pretty normal day. Got dog food to get. I need a new printer. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like printers are the most temperamental bit of kit you can buy. We have had ours for about a year. No, about 3 years. But it just started playing up, like, just for absolutely no reason. It's just flashing lights at me and doing nothing. So that's a bit annoying. This is a nice setting. Yeah, so pretty normal day at home. Got some dog food to collect, and then need to get a printer. Needed to get one for a while, and then just got the dogs to train. And we've been doing like this walk nearby that's great for training. So we've got the river. It's along a river. We can obviously do some water training if we want to. Then we've got quite a bit of cover, which is great. And it's like long grass, a bit of like rushes and bushes, but it's good for the spaniels. And then you've got quite a long flat bit of field, so basically it's an ideal route. We can either walk it and not do anything, or we can walk it. And what I've been doing a lot of the time is like walking around, if it's a nice day, doing some water retrieves, and then that's it. And then they've got ages to cool off and run it all off. And then some days we'll stop by like the good bit of cover, do some spaniel training, and then go onto the field, do some retrieval training. It's just a really good route because it's got literally everything you can want, really. And it's nearby, so we could pretty much walk there if it wasn't for the fact that it was on quite a long bit of road that cars come across quite fast. If we've got like 10 dogs, it's not obviously ideal. Oh, also, as we walk after the field, there's a long strip of road back to where we park up, so it's like a route round and then a long strip of road back to where we park up, which is also great because then the dogs obviously have to walk to heel and sit when cars come. I plan on taking some residents down there today once they get up to a good standard. That's where I'm taking them, if I can trust that obviously they don't need to be on the premises anymore. I can trust them to take them away from home. It's a good spot to go to. We do tend to bump into some other people, which is good for them socially. So yeah, it's absolute bliss. We'll probably have a coffee out here too. You can't really complain. So I was vlogging yesterday and then forgot to continue. We took a client down to the river, we took 2 clients into town, went back down the river again. Really like that, but
because I think we could have carried on down that track and come out here anyway.
Oh, there's someone down there. But yeah, anyway, so now we are in Kelso. We've come up, it's Friday afternoon, everyone's done, everyone's trained, so we've come up to see Chris's dad and auntie and uncle have come up as well to do some fishing. So we've got a picnic and some dogs. So yeah, I might vlog some bits of this. I don't know what, because I'm not making any false promises now, but we're here anyway. I can see Uncle Martin.
There's Jessica.
Wild McPup. Ooh.
Definitely not Wild McTrain though.
No. Attempted to be. Ooh. Hello. picnic.
But why couldn't we come fishing? Because we would be outside. I mean, why would that have to stop? That's stupid. It didn't have to stop. I know, but we wouldn't have been mixing, we'd have been outside the whole time.
Well, I think it's the fact you would be.
Oh, I've been terrible lately. I feel like I've started vlogs and then I've drifted off and I've never finished them. I've just been looking there to edit what I have been filming and there's no end. There's barely a beginning, but anyway, it's better than nothing. So I'm going to upload it. I will get better, I promise. I've slacked, I know. I feel like I did so well at the beginning of the year, having planned vlogs every week. And then I'm going to blame it on spring. I'm going to blame it on more daylight, better weather, being busier, and losing the habit of having my camera out. But yeah, I'm going to post this anyway. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to get better. It is going on the to-do list. We have been very busy here. Mix of things. I've mentioned oak. This is why the cabin looks a bit more full, because we now have a whelping box. We don't actually know if she is pregnant yet. We haven't had it confirmed, but we will be in the next day or two. We also have Novi lined with our boy Jake, which is very exciting. Our first Labrador litter. Those of you who may know our story, I've obviously trained Labradors for years now. I started in Labradors and I am yet to breed a litter of my own through various different sort of circumstances and flukes and things, but anyway, we are now about to have, hopefully, fingers crossed, our first Labrador litter. It's a very sought after litter, which is very exciting. We obviously don't know, so Novi is red and Jake is black. We don't know what we're going to get, mix-wise, colour-wise. A few are going to be staying with us to be trained on, which is great. This is something that we've wanted to expand into for years. So yeah, very exciting. Business expansion, still on the look for houses. An update on that is that we have seen something that we do quite like, but it's so hard to know whether something is the one. I was saying this to a friend. I feel like because what we want is so niche and there's not loads of options, so when you do find something that ticks the boxes, you don't want to just buy the first thing that ticks all your boxes. So it's hard at the moment. I feel we've kind of seen a few properties and been like, well, this box isn't ticked, and then seen one that does have, I would say, majority, but I don't know if we have that feeling of, yes, this is the one. So I don't know, but I will keep you guys updated with this anyway. We're not in a rush. As I said, we want something that will suit us for many years to come and suit where we want to take the business and life in general. So I'll keep you updated. Aiden's barking, probably because someone isn't playing with her. We have Aubrey, our long-term flexi resident, going today. So she's been with us for 7 months and she leaves us today to go back home to London, which is sad, but she had a nice bath this morning. She'll be back. She's back in the shooting season to experience some shoot. I'm going to tell Aiden to be quiet. Aiden has the most unique bark. Like, I can spot her bark a mile off, and she only ever barks when she wants to play and someone's ignoring her. But yeah, so Aubrey leaves today. She's back in the shooting season, which will be good. She obviously spent the shooting season with us this year, which will have been her first season. She did really well. You guys will have seen her on the vlogs. So yeah, she leaves today, had a nice bath, and will be off back to London today. Other than that, Chris is away down south doing some muntjac stalking, as he does every year with his brother. And so I've got the weekend to myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. I headed to Glasgow last night to see my friend. She's been travelling for a bit, so my best friend lives up there. And I drove up last night to have a catch up and then drove back, as you do. And everyone always thinks I'm crazy. Like, everyone else there was like, what do you mean you've drove up and now you're not staying and you're heading back? Like, oh, well, I've got a lot of dogs. But yeah, we're just used to it. I find it so funny how people just can't get their head round why we do crazy things like that. Like on Christmas Day, going to Dad's, driving 4 hours up there, spending Christmas dinner, driving 4 hours back. But yeah, this is just the life of wild milkman dogs. Anyway, I apologise for the scatty vlog. Hopefully you guys are pleased that we're back. I will keep it up. I will be more consistent, and I'll catch up with you again soon.